Hello everyone. I would like to share with you my observations regarding some common mistakes by food handlers in handling disposable gloves, and these practices must be avoided. If you are first time in this channel, please click the like, subscribe, and also the little bell. Here are some mistakes that many who work with food may be guilty of. Let's take a look in this video presentation who among you unintentionally committed or a habit of practicing some of these mistakes in managing your gloves. Remember, improper use of gloves can pose as much of a problem in causing foodborne illness by transporting bacteria and viruses through hands that have not been properly washed. Let's take a look on common mistake number one. Using the same gloves for different tasks in handling, preparing, and serving foods. For example, handling raw meats and then other foods without washing hands or changing gloves may contaminate the next item. Common mistake number two. Disposable gloves are taken out for the original packaging and left unprotected may pose a risk of being exposed to contaminants like biological, chemical, or physical. Common mistake number three. Leaving workstation with gloves on and use the same gloves in food handling, preparation, and service. Foodborne illness is often due to improper hygiene. Failure to wash your hands thoroughly after using the restroom, break, smoking, and touchy surfaces can transfer germs to gloves and onto food you are preparing or serving. Common mistake number four. Donning gloves without washing hands or washing hands with gloves on and reuse them in food preparation, handling, and service. Germs can sometimes still get through the gloves. Common mistake number five. Using disposable gloves without being checked from damage, micro holes, micro tears, punctures, or wrong size leading to food contamination due to exposure to skin. Common mistake number six. Food handlers have a habit of keeping disposable gloves in their pockets as reserved for later use. Disposable gloves are sterilized or free from germs, but once they keep inside the pocket, they become contaminated and are no longer safe to use for foods. Common mistake number seven. Covering mouth and nose with gloves on when coughing or sneezing without changing them will lead to bacterial transmission to food. Common mistake number 8. Touches parts of the body while gloves on, like face, nose, hair, and use the same gloves in preparing and handling foods. Bacteria that cause food poisoning can be on everyone, even healthy people. You can spread bacteria from yourself to the food if you touch your nose, mouth, hair, or your clothes and then food. Common mistake number 9. While gloves on, touches surfaces such as table prep, fridge door handles, telephone, garbage, walls, floors, cleaning supplies or objects that are not clean, and use the same gloves in food preparation, handling, and service. Common mistake number 10. Handling ice for filling glasses using disposable gloves. Under no circumstances should anyone ever grab ice with their hands, even when wearing gloves. Remember, some ice cubes have sharp edges and could damage the gloves and will lead to skin exposure. Common mistake number 11. Blowing disposable gloves when donning to easily slip fingers in can cause bacterial transmission. Contaminated gloves increase risk of cross transmissions of pathogens. Common mistake number 12. Food workers using the same gloves to prepare food and handle money. Handling money and ready-to-eat food with the same gloved hands or without hygiene intervention between these activities can introduce the risk of cross-contaminations to foods provided in food service establishments. Since money is not screened for microbes, so paper currency become a potential route and vehicle for transmission of various pathogenic bacteria. Inappropriate gloves use. The use of gloves when not indicated represents a waste of resources and does not contribute to a reduction of cross-transmission. It may also result in missed opportunities for hand hygiene. The use of contaminated gloves caused by inappropriate storage, inappropriate moments, and techniques for donning and removing may also result in germs transmission. Reuse or reprocessing. As disposable gloves are single-use items, glove decontamination and reprocessing are not recommended and must be avoided. At present, no standardized, validated, and affordable procedure for safe glove reprocessing exists. Education and training around proper use of disposable gloves is essential, as we have seen the knowledge and practice gaps that exist, particularly when it comes to donning and doffing. Both donning and doffing are carefully laid out, but it's the doffing part of the procedure that might present the most challenge because it involves the discarding of some of the personal protective equipment or PPE in a manner that most limits the chance of self-contamination or contaminating someone else. Proper donning of disposable gloves. Step 1. Remove one glove from the package. Step 2. Inspect it to be sure no pinholes or tears or damage are present. Step 3. Align the glove's fingers and thumb with the finger hand before toning. Step 4. Insert 5 fingers into the cup. Touch only a restricted surface of glove corresponding to the rest. Step 5. Check for a secure fit around the fingers and palm. The cup should fit snugly around the rest. Step 6. Repeat steps for the other hand and must not touch anything else that is not defined by indications and conditions for glove use. Let's take a look on the proper doffing of disposable gloves. Step number 1. Pinch and hold the outside of the gloves near the rest area. Step number 2. Peel downwards away from the rest, turning the glove inside out. Step number 3. Pull the gloves away until it is removed from the hand, holding the inside out glove with the gloved hand. Step number 4. With your ungloved hand, slide your fingers under the rest of the remaining glove. Do not touch the outer surface of the glove. Step number 5. Peel downwards away from the rest, turning the glove inside out. Step number 6. Continue to pull the glove down and over the inside out glove, being held in your gloved hand. Step number 7. Dispose of the gloves safely. Do not reuse the gloves. Whether working in a restaurant, kitchen, behind the counter, serving food to waiting customers, or even in a warehouse or factory environment that deals with food directly, It's imperative to understand the importance of hand hygiene and note what practices are incorrect. Thank you for watching. Please watch for the next presentation in this channel. It's all about proper usage of disposable gloves.